Now we are going into the very important and crucial topic for the day, the dangers of wrong association. The Bible in 1 Corinthians 15:33 says, "Do not be deceived, evil communication corrupts good manner." I am keen on this. I have had several stories of how many people have destroyed their life because of wrong association. We have stories of a girl who didn't know she was friends with a group of girls who were kidnapped her, and that unfortunate day they went out hanging and they were arrested, all including herself who was innocent. And while she tried to explain to the police they were innocent, up till now she couldn't prove that because her friends were not willing to exclude her. After all, she has been eating from the proceeds, although she didn't know they were engaged in kidnapping. And I speak to you now, that girl has been in prison and even still yet to be judged. Our case is still yet to be looked into. And of recent, we heard of a young guy who was shot because he went to deliver or pick up a parcel on behalf of a friend and he claimed not to know the content. So the question is, why associate yourself with certain kind of people? And we are going to be looking at the dangers of this wrong association. Stay tuned. Number one, it corrupts your character and habit. You might have good intention, but a bad environment or association will almost and always win over good intention. Wrong association slowly erode your moral boundaries. A little drop of water fills up bucket over time. Corinthians 5:15-33, which I have said before, do not be misled. Bad company corrupts character. And also the Bible talks about he that walks with the wise is wise and he that walks with the foolish is foolish. So you need to be careful. Don't mingle with people that will pull down your moral standards, that will erode your belief or help you to begin to act in ways you ought not to have acted because you decide to associate with them. Number two, it leads to unwise decision and destruction. Working with people who lack wisdom or vision guarantees that you will eventually share in the consequences of their poor choices. Proverbs 13:20 says, "Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers." Like the young lady I told you about earlier in the first video, who was friends with kidnappers and ended up facing the consequences of the law even though she was innocent. She's still in prison awaiting her case to be judged. Number three, it pulls you away from your faith and purpose. And that's why the Bible is keen in Corinthians 6:14 that says, "Do not be yoked together with unbelievers. For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? Or what fellowship can light have with darkness?" The wrong people will slowly discourage your commitment to God. A classical biblical example is King Solomon, whose heart was turned away because of the strange romantic involvement we had with different women who were not believers of God. So you need to be careful the people you associate with. Are they building your faith? Are they pulling down your faith? Are they taking your attention from God? Last but not the least, it brings unnecessary trouble and disfavor. When you align yourself with people that operate in God's will, you end up becoming a collateral damage of their action. For instance, that young guy who went to pick a parcel and it happened to be a gun and didn't even see the light of the day. And I remember before he died, he kept saying, "It is my friend, it's my friend. I had no idea. I promise I will show you where it is." So why would you associate with people that do not have moral standard, people whose image are dented? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to dent your image? So even as much as you say, "I'm a Christian, I flow with all manner of people, I'm not doing what they are doing," somehow you tend to be roped into that damage, into their consequences, even when you are not directly involved in the actions they take. So you need to be careful of who you call your friend. You need to know what path in life you are journeying, so you know the people you journey along, because journeying the wrong road will not take you to your destiny. Conclusion: separation is not about hatred, it's about the custodian of your destiny. You can love and be kind to everybody, but you must be highly selective about who gets a front seat in your life. So you need to be sure of the people you tend to call your friend, because like I said, they have the ability to make or destroy you. Choose wisely. Have a great week ahead. Thank you.